I am home. The key still fits the lock, the door groans its familiar welcome, and the scent of lavender and old books lingers. But I am the one who is different. I have returned from a silent war inside myself, expecting relief, but finding only a museum of a life I no longer fit into. Everything is as I left it, yet nothing is the same, because I'm not the same. The house breathes around me, but I feel like a phantom in my own story. The woman who left was certain. The woman who returned is fragments held together by will. My family moves around me, their orbits steady, their own light created in my absence. I'm close enough to feel their warmth, but too far to be part of their sky. My return was quiet, a nod, a careful hug, a breath released. They wanted the old me back, the one who held everything together, but she burned away in the fire I walked through. Now I stand in the heart of my home, a stranger to my own life. I am a tourist in my past, searching for a landmark that reminds me of who I was. But all the statues have been taken down. All the maps have been rewritten. I am left to find my way in a place that no longer feels like mine. There is a woman in the bathroom mirror. She has my eyes, my hair, the same scar above her eyebrow. But her gaze is hollow, haunted. She looks tired, not from lack of sleep, but from a soul-deep exhaustion. I stare at her, and she stares back, a silent standoff. Who are you? I want to ask. Where did you put the woman I used to be? This face is a mask, practiced in reassurance, the one my family needs to see. But beneath, my identity is still shifting, grinding in silence. The mirror shows the performance, not the truth. I am an actress, and this face is my most convincing role. Before, my reflection was a friend. Now it's a stranger wearing my skin. The connection is severed. My soul has stepped back, leaving a body to go through the motions. This woman in the glass makes coffee, packs lunches, kisses foreheads, but feels nothing. I try to remember what it felt like to be at home in this skin. The memory is faint, like a song from another room. The woman in the mirror is the keeper of my secrets, the silent witness to my invisible war. She knows I am not healed. She knows I'm just pretending, and every morning we agree to keep the secret for one more day. There is a before, when I was the conductor of this family symphony. My energy was the rhythm, my laughter the brightest color. I was not just in the family, I was the gravity that held it together. Now there is the after. I am a ghost at my own table. I sit in the same chair but take up no space. The family tapestry has been rewoven without me. They are still beautiful, but I am no longer in the picture. I watch from a distance, a memory they live beside. The house was once filled with connection. Now silence speaks of the chasm between us. We coexist, but are worlds apart. I pass the salt, ask about their day. The words are correct, but the music is gone. We are actors reading lines from a script about a happy family. I grieve for the woman I was in the before. I miss her certainty, her easy smile, her belief that love could fix anything. The woman of the after knows better. Some things, once broken, can never be truly whole again. You can be surrounded by love and still be profoundly alone. I sit at this table, a ghost in my own home, wondering if they see me at all, or if I have finally disappeared completely. Every morning, I put on my costume, the costume of peace, of healing, of a woman who is all better now. I move through the kitchen with practiced grace, orchestrating the morning rush with a calm smile and steady hand. No one sees my hands shaking below the counter, or hears the silent scream behind my gentle, "Time for school, my loves." This performance is for them, for my children who need a steady mother, and my partner who needs to believe the crisis is over. They need the illusion of normalcy more than I need the truth of my pain. So I serve up peace for breakfast, creating a bubble of tranquility in our kitchen. It is an act of love and of profound self-betrayal. Healing is not a destination I have reached, it is a part I am playing. I look healed, sound healed, go through the motions of a healed person, but inside, I am a landscape of ruins. The world wants a success story, not the messy, ongoing work of putting a shattered self back together. So I act the part of the victor, but only I know the war is far from over. The exhaustion of this performance is bone deep. By the time the front door closes, I collapse, the costume of peace falling to the floor. I am left with the raw, aching truth of my own brokenness. The silence that follows is not peaceful, it is the roar of my inner chaos. Then I take a breath, pick up the costume, and get ready for the next performance. The show must go on. Oh. There is a grief I carry that has no name. It is not for a person who has died, but for a self that has vanished. How do you mourn a loss no one else can see? This sorrow is invisible, a heavy cloak I wear alone. My wounds are not visible scars, but silent fractures in my spirit. To the outside world I am whole. I'm fine. There are no casseroles for a broken spirit, no cards for a shattered sense of self. The world does not know how to comfort a pain it cannot see, so I carry it alone, a secret burden that grows heavier each day. Sometimes, in quiet moments, the grief washes over me. In the shower, in the car, it comes in waves, threatening to pull me under. I let it break me for a moment, then wipe my eyes, fix my face, and re-enter the world. The heavy cloak of invisible sorrow pulled tight around me. The performance must go on. I am the architect of this family's comfort, the quiet engine that keeps the household running. My function is essential, my hands always busy, my mind tracking a dozen needs. I am needed constantly, a series of actions, a list of tasks. I am the foundation of this house, unseen unless absent, but who I am, the woman inside the body that does all the things, is a stranger to them. They know what I do, but not who I am. They do not ask. The machine is working, so why look at the gears? I am needed, but not known. The space between those two things is the loneliest place on earth. I watch them, my beautiful children, my partner, see me as a function, not a person. They see mom, wife, the problem solver, not Jade. I want to scream, "Can you see me? The real me?" But the words catch in my throat. To ask to be seen would shatter the peace I work so hard to maintain. So I remain invisible, serving, providing, the steady force that holds their world together. It is a form of love, I tell myself, a sacrifice. But a part of me withers with each day of being unseen. Maybe I have been invisible for so long that I have actually disappeared. Maybe I am nothing more than the sum of my functions, a ghost, forever needed but never truly known. Our home is an orchestra without a conductor. Each member plays their own instrument in their own time. We are soloists, not a symphony, sharing a stage but not the same song. We move around each other with careful choreography, masters of coexisting without connecting. The silence in our home is not peaceful. It is a heavy blanket, filled with unspoken things. We talk about logistics, groceries, schedules, everything except what matters. I hunger for real conversation, for genuine connection. But the silence is a fortress we have built together. To speak the truth would throw a stone into a still pond. The ripples might be too much. So we remain in our corners, playing separate tunes. This is the quiet tragedy of a family that has forgotten the language of the heart. We love each other, but our love has become a silent agreement not to disturb one another. And I, the ghost in the machine, sit in the center, my silence the loudest instrument in the room. They call me strong. I hear it in their voices, see it in their eyes. "You're so strong." They mean it as a compliment, a tribute to my resilience, but they do not see that the crown is made of lead, its weight crushing me. Strength is not a gift. It is a burden, a cage I built for myself. This strength is just a performance, the armor I wear to protect them from my fragility. To be strong means to be silent about my pain, to carry my burdens without complaint. The world loves a strong woman, but not the woman underneath, the one who is tired, scared, and needs to be held. My mother taught me to be strong, to endure, to be silent about my own needs. I became a fortress, but never learned how to ask for help. Now I am paying the price for that lesson, utterly, completely alone. I want to lay down my armor, take off this heavy crown, and say, "I'm not strong, I am breaking, please help me." But the fear of their reaction paralyzes me. Their image of me is my prison. So I continue the charade, wear my strength like a shroud, and carry the leaden crown. I smile my strong smile. I wonder how much longer I can stand under its weight before I crumble into dust. So I keep going. This is my quiet war, fought on the silent battlefields of my own home. There are no medals for this kind of combat, no parades for the soldiers who fight for their own souls. My war is unrecognized, unhonored. It is the daily battle to show up for the people I love, even when I feel like a ghost. My love is a quiet thing now, not in grand gestures, but in small, unseen acts. It is in the pancakes I flip, the lunches I pack, the way I listen to their stories. This is a different kind of love, a broken love, a tired love, but love nonetheless. It is the last thing I have to give, my final act of defiance against the emptiness. I am still here. That, in itself, is a victory. I have not run. I have not surrendered. I have stayed. I am fighting to find my way back, not to the woman I was, but to a new version of myself. A woman who can be both broken and whole, who can wear her scars as a map of where she's been. This is the story of so many women, silent soldiers, quiet warriors, performers of peace. We are the ones holding it all together, with invisible thread and unbreakable will. Perhaps the first step to healing is not to be strong, but to finally be seen. Perhaps the war ends when someone finally asks, "What is it like to be you?" and stays, quietly, to listen.